I just got this box sent to me. And this box is from BagMe, which is our development team in Vietnam, which means we have Firo samples in here. And I think I know what they are. Not 100% sure though. Sometimes BagMe sends surprises. Let's find out. Oh yeah. I'll tell you about this stuff later. Yeah, that's it. First up, let's talk tech books. And in case you don't know, we have been building these for around 8 months now. And as we always do at Firo, we built them in public. So if you've been following us, you've seen the drawings, the paper mock-ups, the early samples, and now to where we are now. And if you haven't followed that entire process, you definitely should by hitting the subscribe button on this video for this channel and sign up for the Firo Insider newsletter, which you can do with the first link in the description. And the way the sampling process works is we'll start with basically a fabric mock-up and then just slowly work our way up until we hit the golden sample. And the golden sample is literally like saying, this is the one. Mr. Factory Manager, make these. Just scale it up. And these golden samples were actually made in the sample room of our factory, which is the Sang in Ho Chi Minh. And oof, I'm not gonna lie, they're looking pretty good. Quick little sneak peek here, guys. You can see what we got going on with the tech books. I'm like really jazzed up about this product because it just feels different. We started by making a tech pouch that was kind of more, I would say, middle of the road, and then I wanted to take it in a different direction. And this is really a truly one-of-a-kind experience where it is sort of that book. But we built in some volume into it as well on this side. And we're gonna be launching these in our signature Kodra fabric in sage and in iron. So you can match your Sita or Levo or T22. Ah, man, this is just really exciting. Basically, what happens now is I'm gonna test out these golden samples for the next few days and just make sure there's nothing wrong with them. And there shouldn't be, because between the last sample that I had here that you can see I'm using as my everyday carry tech pouch. This tech book was basically perfect. We just made a couple of slight changes. And then if those changes are good, then we put in the factory order, and then our lead time is currently around 6 months. So I'm gonna test these tech books out, and then assuming they are the golden samples, I will then make a new video where I'm gonna run you through them feature by feature, pocket by pocket, and let you know why we designed them the way that we did. Coming soon. All right, what else is in the box? We've got rain covers. Holy crap, these have taken forever to do. And the reason is I really wanted rain covers to be done right. A lot of premium bag brands offer rain covers, and some are good, many suck. And to get a really good rain cover, I think that you need the right fabric. So we searched high and low to find this ultra lightweight nylon. But it also needs to come in the right sizes, because what you gotta understand is, like, the more sizes that we make, the more complicated our shit gets, right? We just have more SKUs and more minimum order quantities. So some brands try and get away with making like a one size fits all kind of situation. And that doesn't really work, because at least not for us. We have 18-liter backpack all the way up to a 36-liter backpack. So to accommodate that, we've actually made 3 different sizes. We got our small, and then a medium, and a large. And again, the goal of these is to be the golden samples, but I won't know for sure until I test them. And it's a perfect time to test them, because here in Hong Kong, it has been one rainy summer. So I'll be able to get these tested out in the field over the next few days. And just some insight on rain covers, like every time I got a new sample, I was like, we can improve that part. Or maybe we can fix that a little bit. So I spent a lot of time really focusing on how it fits on the bag and how it attaches to the bag itself. Where we actually have a double attachment system where we have the pull cord, which cinches the circumference of the actual rain cover. And then we also got the second securing point right here. This strap basically goes on the back of the bag over the luggage pass-through holder. If you are caught in a Hong Kong style typhoon in the middle of summer, the rain cover, it's not gonna pop off. If you got any thoughts or questions on the Firo rain covers, do let me know in the comments below. These will hopefully be put in the next product order, which means, again, they should be available sometime in February. But again, I gotta give them a little test run first. And the final thing in the box, we've got a trims card. Take a look at this, guys. These are lab dips. And what a lab dip is our way of testing out a new fabric, or in this situation, a new color of a new fabric. So as you can see right here, BagMe is our development team based in Vietnam, and they're in contact with Navi, who is the supplier of this particular fabric. And BagMe asks me what I'm trying to achieve, and I say, BagMe, we're getting a shit ton of requests for blue Firo bags. So then we'll start the actual process of finding which color or which shade of color we're most attracted to. And I'm not sure how well it's gonna show up on camera, but you can see we've got a little bit of a spectrum here. We've got Blue Horizon, which is sort of like a dark, almost like midnight blue. And then High Tide, which I'd say is a little bit closer to like an indigo. My wife might yell at me, that's not indigo. I'm not the world's color connoisseur, that's for sure. But the good news is that blue is definitely coming to Firo. And one thing I fucking adore about our signature fabric, which is the polycarbonate Kodra 330D nylon, we can dip it in any color that we want. That's a good question, Sig. So the goal is for this to be a primary fabric, so we can then have black bags, green bags, and blue bags. Now remember, we're a new company, so it's difficult to have the resources to keep all these SKUs in stock. So there might be blue for a limited run and then it gets replaced by the green. We're gonna do our best to have as many options as possible. And also we don't know if these blues are gonna work out necessarily. So what we have to do is pick which one we like and then order sample yardage, which is around 50 yards. It's the minimum that Navi or any fabric supplier needs to actually make a proper amount that properly dyes the fabric. And then we'll take that 50 yards and make like a sling or a techbook or maybe even a full-size bag so that we can see what the fabric actually looks like. Because sometimes you get a fabric and it looks good here, just that little lab dip, but then you put it on a bag and you're like, oh God, that's a no-go. And that actually happens a lot. And I think that colors are a really cool thing for Firo. Like, it's something I really wanna lean into, and I just think our signature polycarbonate Kodra just takes color on so freaking well. So hopefully we got some more blue updates coming to you guys soon. And finally, I wasn't sure if I was gonna reveal this, but fuck it, let's do it. Follow me. So speaking of fabrics and colors, say hi to Tony. Say hi, Tony. We've been testing a new fabric, and Sig has really been testing it. All right, let's bring it back. And this is something I'm really excited about. It's not set in stone yet, but we've been testing out a new fabric, which you can see right here. It's a Cordura 500D wax nylon, that's it. Because the words wax and nylon are kind of really weird to me. Wax canvas, even wax polyester. These are obviously very, very common fabrics, but wax nylon, I was in the BagMe office about 5 months ago and I'm like, does that say wax nylon by Cordura? And then Luke's like, indeed it does, mate. And I'm like, I would like to fuck with that. And here we are now. I'm absolutely in love with it. And what's great about it is wax canvas it's a very heavy material. It's often very thick, but this is a 500E Cordura nylon, which is significantly thinner and lighter in comparison, but it still gives you that patina and that warmth and that heritage kind of look and feel. And you can see it's developed a bit of nice character, but it doesn't look beaten up. Sometimes like a wax canvas after 3 months of usage can just look really, it develops quite a character. And I've also been testing this material in sling form as well. Again, not 100% sure if we're gonna be launching it, but as much as I love it, like I still want to experiment and try interesting things for Firo. And instead of just doing what everyone else is doing with, you know, hey, Ultra, putting everything in X-Pack, we wanna try fabrics that are just different and unique. And I think this works with like the Firo vibe. It's almost got a bit of a copper look in itself. My only concern for being a backpack is the fabric is significantly more malleable than like our signature fabric, which has a polycarbonate finish in the front and the back, which gives it a lot of structure while still keeping it super lightweight. This fabric in comparison though is just kind of a very traditional wavy malleable fabric, and that makes the Sita backpack feel very different. So it's not just the way that it looks. Like you put the same bag in a different fabric and it can feel completely different. But that flimsiness is also nice because it gives the bag just like that malleable life that a lot of people love. So we're definitely gonna do a sling, I think, in this fabric, pretty set in stone. For the backpacks though, might do a little bit more testing. All right, I wanna know what you gotta say, guys. Wax nylon, do you like it? Rain covers, any features that we need to put on there before we put in the actual order? Tech books, should we do a pre-order in a few months? There's a lot of things going on at Firo right now, and so hey guys, check it out. We're shooting this actually a different day, as you can tell, because I had to include this in the video. We've got some new Sita samples and some new color and fabrics. And this is so exciting, so let me run you through them real fast. So like I said, we're definitely moving forward with some sort of blue color, and the lab dips that I showed you earlier are the newest versions of blue we've been testing, but we had an older version that we were testing as well, and this is coming fresh hot out of the oven, and I don't even know if we need the new lab dips because this looks great. But I think to be very Firo, it has to be definitely more on the subtle side. I didn't want to go with a lighter blue or a neon blue or a blueberry oompa loompa blue. So we went more on the darker kind of a denim, I don't know, Sig, what do you think this is like color-wise? I'm not good at colors. Yeah, exactly. We're having a hard time here. And you can see how well this dark blue exterior works with our signature copper interior. And seeing is kind of believing for me because now I'm like, damn, all right, blue kind of slaps. I don't know what to name it though. Some AI recommendations. Cobalt. Lapis? What the fuck is lapis? You ever hear of lapis? Indigo. That's a classic, but kind of done. I thought I'd go with midnight, but bring it in close so you can see just how beautiful the polycarbonate is with this blue. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it with that same killer texture. So yeah, if you got any color name suggestions, let me know in the comments below. But something that I'm personally really excited about, you saw it on the backpack, but now you can see it on the sling. This to me is like a new potential chapter for Fyro. I love the idea of wax canvas, but it's almost a little too hipster for me and it's not really the most pragmatic fabric. So the fact that we can get that wax canvas sole, but brought over to a 500D nylon, which is so much lighter, there's gonna be a future here for Fyro, I think, for sure. So yeah, we got some really exciting times ahead for Fyro, guys. We're doing new fabrics, new colors, new products, and you are 100% to thank for all of this progress that we're making. The Sitta backpack that we just launched has been absolutely crushing. Like, I can't believe how good the reviews are and how many pre-orders we're doing on a daily basis right now. So if you want to learn more about it, you can do so by watching this video here. Thank you guys so much for following this journey. I'm Aaron, and we'll catch you next time.